Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion Plays Dead Cells, where we're gonna try not to lose as badly as I did last time, which was... Is that even... I don't know. I don't really like the lightning bolt much, so I'm gonna roll a shield, but I could be wrong. Very much, well and truly, could be incorrect. My assessment of things. Oh, blood shield inflicts damage on enemies in an area, not just the enemy that we blocked. That could make it useful. Last episode, maybe got a little too overconfident. Nah, we don't want to pay 1,000 gold for a lightning bolt. I'm not gonna like anyway, probably. Don't get too cocky. We paid, well, we picked up a spiteful sword, and that can be cool. I got nothing against that necessarily, except for the fact that the spiteful sword did give us, yeah, I definitely want this, did give us double damage taken, which led to an unfortunate situation where I got hit by a single arrow from an elite, enemy that led to me dying. And we got another blood shield here. I'm not playing very well on this run. If I do have anything to offer in my own... Oh, wow, I really thought the shield would last slightly longer than that, but if I have anything to offer in my own defense, it's just that, it's not my ideal build here. It's not my ideal build here! No, but, like, seriously, this is not, even close to what I normally roll with. Like, the blood shield, this might be, like, the second time I've ever used it, and it's not even a blood shield, it's a force shield. So, you know, that should tell you something. I want to kill him with a shield. Does not work. Not on those guys, at least. So, I think I might be garbage with the force shield, at least at its present iteration. I want things that allow me to kill enemies faster than this, is basically what I'm getting at. And certainly we're not fulfilling that right now. I don't really care about a frostbolt. I care about raw damage dealt here. We're using the frantic sword, which benefits us when we're lower on HP, if I remember correctly. So, the dream for using that is that we never actually ever use it. And then our shield, sadly... I mean, honestly, I'm not saying that the force shield is necessarily bad, because that would be, you know, irresponsible. I don't know if the force shield is bad. All I know is that it seems pretty terrible for me right now. I'll invest, and we'll go for strength again, but I'm probably not gonna take the same approach that I took. Let's just make a go of this. Maybe we'll go to the promenade anyway, but we might as well teleport into, you know, making some more items plausible for us here. We could get Knife Storm, but I feel like we'd probably rather get the Spiteful Sword, which only does slightly more damage on average, but the critical effect is going to manifest itself much more frequently. And even if it only does slightly more damage on average, we kind of never... Poison no longer affects you. Sewers, here we come. Well, we might as well go to the sewers now, even though I don't think that's that meaningful of a change. But yeah, I think, you know, having a little bit of better raw damage output is probably preferable for us in this situation. We haven't really found our item yet. There it is right there. It is another Spiteful Sword that fires an arrow upwards. I would say that that is worth approximately 0.00% more than our last one. This might just be straight to the ossuary. It is. Maybe it always is. There's got to be something over here. I don't know. Oh, it's the top. You know what? Let's do it. Not being able to be poisoned is not the be-all, end-all, but it is, you know, something. Hey, let me out. 15 cells. We'll donate. Heal up. And really, like, I guess the value in the force shield comes more when you're in a group of, like, a lot of enemies. If you block one attack, you'll be immune to all the attacks that then come after you from that point onwards. Cool. Immune to poison. They weren't lying. See, like, that was pretty cool. Do you think I can reliably execute that? My expectation is no. But let's not, you know, doom myself before it's, before my time. 57 seconds. And you know what? We're short on gold. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to get some more. This gives us an electric whip, which honestly seems like a perfect thing for us to have here, especially electric whip 3. Sorry, Shield, just when I was getting to like you a little bit. Yeah, I don't really want to fight an elite scorpion, but you know what? We're early enough in the video. If we die, we die. Like, just give it a shot, eh? It fires so fast. Not doing that badly against it. It's huge. It's huge. Stop! Heal up, heal up. You got it. It's the spitting move that just crushes us. Damage taken reduced by 15, collects cells without being in range. So this like completely compromises the reason we came down here to begin with, which, let's just say came down her. I've been talking too much today. Compromises the reason we came down here to begin with, which was that we're immune to poison. But honestly, I just use that as a convenient way to justify coming here and adding like a little bit more watchability to the videos. I know, it's how evil of me to add some novelty here, but being immune to poison doesn't seem that valuable. It's not like I'm gonna go hang out in some poison pits. Like, there's a chance that it could conceivably provide us with some interesting items that otherwise would have been inaccessible, maybe? I don't know, but is there any way for us, like, this connects to the old sewers. Is there any way for us to get to the ramparts from the toxic sewers? Because now that we have a good electric whip, tends to be a fairly positive association between a good electric whip and the ramparts. So I'm gonna go with that. Force shield that also throws a grenade, not that good. Why do I like this? I like Phaser in this situation because our actual raw damage output is still basically trash. So having the ability to like freeze an enemy, teleport behind them, and get a guaranteed high damage crit seems good. And then beyond this, another strength upgrade, dude. Thank you, game, for playing more than fair. Could have just had that thing explode in my face and possibly kill me, but you didn't. I appreciate it. Where are we going? Another special area? I don't know. It don't matter. It don't matter to me. Whatever you happen to do. It worked. That never should have worked, but it worked. Don't forget about your teleporters. Like, that's the money maker here. We got old sewers, but we don't need to go to the old sewers yet. You're crushing it, dude. You're a superstar. Go get your items. Get your gold. Get arrested. Guess until he gets the message. Let's go. It's a shield. Enemies hit explode on death. Blocks and stuns the attacker. If I had a higher damage primary, or if I get a higher damage primary, I might consider that. You know, I think this is definitely worth getting. I like 2 levels of HP, but let's rely on the kindness of strangers. Hope that the game gives us that in the future, and take skills instead. Like, particularly, ooh, a blueprint. It's been a while. Biter swarm. Dude, anything that spawns a swarm of biters has been pretty sweet for us, to be honest. So I'm very much for this, but we should be using our phaser as often as possible. +1 to skills? I don't know. It's good, but I think a level 1 bear trap is not as useful as what we've already got going on. So we can buy carrots. We can even buy chicken. I didn't even know chicken existed in this game. We can get to the ramparts. It's fantastic news. We certainly don't want to buy HP while we got money left over here. This might be the last thing we do on this floor. Throwing knives, which have piercing shots. I think I like that more than the electric whip. Because if we're going to the ramparts, which we were going to go to because of the fact that we had a good electric whip, hilariously enough, we want crowd control, and throwing knives that pierce are good crowd control. We're so light on gold, though. You know what? Dude, unlock the Biter Swarm. Hopefully it's like Biter Swarm 2 or something. And we'll just put the rest of our detritus in there. Biter Swarm also poisons the victim. So I like Phaser because, again, it's guaranteed damage. And it's guaranteed high damage. Because, I mean, the grenade is also guaranteed damage. Let's not be ridiculous. Biter Swarm doesn't seem very useful against, not AI, but airborne enemies. AE, I suppose. What we do have, by the way, is the potential, and I think it was someone in the comments let me know about this combo. It sounds super overpowered. It was Cobalt that told me, hey, look for items that give you a Biter Swarm when enemies die. But it was the comments that said, hey, look for Biter Swarms that give you Biter Swarms when enemies die. Like, this is... The Blood Shield gives us a Biter Swarm when enemies die, but it's going to be hard to kill enemies with the Blood Shield, probably. So maybe in the future we can make something happen there, but for right now I'm somewhat skeptical. Oh. How often can we use the Biter Swarm? 5 seconds, so it's a little bit on, like, the slower side. As far as abilities go, but not bad at all. So what I want is, I don't even remember if I finished my point here. I've been recording videos for like 10 hours and my brain has turned to mush. But I'm hoping that it helps me reach a certain level of like transcendence in Dead Cells. And so far, level 5 strength, it sort of seems like it's popping off. Hello. I think it's working out okay. Yeah, the biters were incredible. Damage taken reduced by 30%. This is strictly better. Not something you get all the time in this game. Something to be very happy about. Get roasted, son. But we want a Biter Swarm that releases a Biter Swarm when it hits enemies. I think that's the dream. Shots pierce all enemies. I mean... to pierce and freeze all enemies, now you're starting to speak my language and offering me a Vegemite sandwich. Now you're starting to make the ice bow sound like a compelling offer. Like, look at that. And frost-related slowdown lasts 4 times longer. This seems like we basically have a beam of frost that we shoot out now, which is extremely good. And if we freeze an enemy and then phase behind them, like, their days are numbered. Case in point. A little embarrassed. Just don't mention that terrible damage we took there ever again, and I'm a happy camper. You know what? You got 4 heals. Heal up. You hear that terrible sound? Gwink, gwink. Oh, you know what? That's the biters every time. Okie dokie, team. We're doing great work. This is a build that is novel and unique. The principal problem with it, apart from the person controlling it, is, in my opinion at least, the Spiteful Sword is not universally, like, useful at all. It's okay. It's not like I'm super inhibited by its existence, but we could do better with a more punishing weapon. I would love a blood sword. You know, if we could make a flammable sword work with some kind of combination of items, sign me up. Can't get anything done here. Of course, a rapier is a high quality choice most of the time. It tends to fit the builds that I make, but I feel like we've got enough going for us here regardless that we got nothing to complain about. Wow, shot didn't pierce that target. Okay, we can't heal up here. Gotta kill this guy first. So just head downwards. Probably the most unnecessary ice bow shot of all time, but dude, if you got it, freeze him. That's what they always say in those famous Hollywood movies. Freeze him if you got him. That's what I was looking to do. Now, did we need to belabor the point as much as we did? Probably not. We also really have to worry about ammo, because, like, we don't have a strong ability. Wow, it actually worked. To gain more ammo. So I think we might be screwed when it comes to the first boss. But I might be incorrect. As we've established, I basically have no idea how the basic mechanics of the game work, so... Good freeze, good freeze, good freeze. You know what? Go HP. We're only at level 2 of HP. Go for HP. Better safe than sorry, you know? This is, I believe, Black Bridge territory, yeah. I mean, we're only 16 minutes into the video, but I'm ready to fight. I'm just always ready to fight. I'm a pretty masculine dude. I'm not sure if you're aware. Alright, there you go. 113. Let's go. This will be a good test. We don't need to freeze. Of course, you know, we should. But if he does a jump attack, you know, we don't need to freeze every time in response to it. We can also just dodge. I know it's a novel concept. That was the worst phase of all time. Dude, the biters inflicting poison is really nice. So we recovered most of our HP loss there. Same again. I'll admit it straight up, this is not really a proper build for killing this boss. So if we were to succeed here, I would consider it like a little bit of a coup. But what we do have is a great run for killing like groups of enemies. And that's working out pretty well so far. If we could beat this boss twice in a row, that would be like a big boost to morale, if nothing else. Yeah, you never want to do that. Watch out for the jump attack, heal up. Well done. Didn't get greedy. Botched that, but you know, that's what the heals are for. That's alright, you're at full HP. Don't sweat it. Yeah, you never roll through that, dude. When you start calling yourself dude, you know you've made a mistake on in your methodology. We're still looking pretty good here, though. Yo, the sword does damage, but it also puts us in harm's way, which is why I'm going like mad biter strats right now. It's the lowest possible risk. That was not that bad, but we never should have gotten that close to death. And finally, our ammo's back. So yeah, now, honestly, for us to beat that boss was a huge thing for us because beating that boss allowed us to be in a situation where we are now able to use our ice bow to our advantage. Sorry, just it's getting close to the end of the day here. Letting my wife know my plans for the rest of the day. It sounds like I'm sending her a sexual message, but really I sent her a message that said, just finishing up my recording. 12 cells left. Put them in there. We didn't use all of our heals, but of course we want to take advantage of this regardless. Crack into the fog fjord and get ready to go here. Again, what's the principal strength for us? We have this ice bow that's actually an ice beam and pierces all enemies. So it freezes them. And then it ends their lives. Oh, that was bad. Okay, you're actually botching this to an enormous degree. Heal up, because you're an idiot who is dumb. Wow, these guys crush the biters, but that's okay. Because you can do that. So maybe for these big guys, the proper play is to, like, you hit them with one of these, then you phase and smack, and then they're dead. And then for big groups of enemies, you hit them with one of these. I mean, this is not a big group of enemies, but you hit them with, you know, a bow, and then the biters. And maybe, you know, a couple smacks will get the job done. I can't believe we're still on Spiteful Sword here. But this guy, it does get the job done. Although it's not my dream combination. If he's not there to catch it, he deflects it, which is, like, extremely bad for business. Oh, Jesus, what the heck was going on there? I got hit like 20 times in a row. Wait, there was a door back here that we didn't go into, right? I got too obsessed with killing the enemies. Seems possible. I'm gonna close my door because apparently the hallway is where you have every conversation in this apartment building's history. Not that I'm bitter or anything. Okay, yeah, that was not very smart. World's dumbest man or world's smartest man? I'll leave that up to the comments to decide. It was a clutch leave. Gotta give it that. I knocked him down with the... Oh! Thought that was another secret. Careful. Oh! Dude, I know I keep saying oh really, really loudly, but come on here. Okay. Sturdy shield. A swarm of biters crawls from your victim. I mean, the problem is we can't replace the ice bow with the sturdy shield when the ice bow is so good right now. We could replace, like, swarm of biters with flashbang, which also poisons. Swarm of biters seems great. And, I mean, it might even be better than phaser, but I feel like the phase is so important just because we're still dealing with this, like, level 0, well, level 2, Spiteful Sword. You know, we've leveled it up, but it doesn't have any higher level. We need better equipment, basically. Oh, hello. That was a surprise. And now we've got absurd control. Like, we can stun and freeze enemies any way we choose, but still lacking a little bit in the raw damage department. Oh, that was close, but we can take these guys. Anytime you see a cannonball man, you know, freeze, smack, 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 smack. Okay, wow, I didn't expect them to last that long. Freeze. Not handled properly. But the idea is we flashbang if necessary. Might as well just take care of them like this first. Easy money. Alright, let's go in here. I don't think we're necessarily long for this world, but we're making a go of it, gosh darn it. Like, the phaser seems like it's still important, although I'm basically ignoring it nonstop. Now, is this the most engaging way to play the video game we know as Dead Cells? Probably not. Is it getting the job done? Have to suggest that the answer to that question is yes. Unfortunately. Whoa! I am actually a moron. I am a moron. I'm a moron, man. I stunned the enemy when he could have caught his axe. But dude, at least we're consistently making the fjord. That's something, isn't it? For now, thanks for watching. I'm gonna come back with more resolve. But for now, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. And for now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.